So let's start at the beginning. You don't need to go to college to be successful. So I grew up in a military family, and yes, I have been to 46 states, including Alaska and Hawaii. I actually made it to 44 of those states before I was 15. So if I had attended a brick and mortar high school, I would have gone to three different ones um, during my high school years. So thankfully, I was homeschooled. And in the 90s, this was a very avant garde way to school. Most people didn't understand it, didn't agree with it, and thought there was no opportunity for socialization. And I have a video for you on that one. I will link it in the description below. But this lifestyle really played an important role in who I am today. So I wasn't afraid to live in a new place, for sure. And I knew how to learn outside of the standard of teaching. And all of these things brought me to where I am today. So instead of going to an accredited college, I attended an unaccredited Bible school. And this is where I met my husband. So, yes, bonus. And it was through the internship with them that I ended up living in New York City. So, for my internship, I literally lived off Broadway because housing was provided. I wasn't paying for it. So, I was able to watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve from the warmth and comfort of where I lived. And yes, we did wave to the freezing people on the street below us. It's kind of fun. So after my internship, I was offered a job, which was a very good thing because I was getting married to a New Yorker and we were going to stay. So I know, like right now, I'm giving you more chronological events, and I promise I am going to deliver on the emotions and feelings behind all of these events. So what I mentioned just now, all of this was so exciting, sometimes scary, not always a great place to live. I have lived in places where we counted down the days until we were getting transferred. So, but the one thing that we could always be confident in was that it could change in a few months. We were always confident about. So we could always depend on if we hated a place, it was going to change. And if we liked a place, it was still going to change. So this homeschool Bible school valedictorian is now living in New York City. And it was an exciting time to be living at the crossroads of the world. That is, of course, until I had to move out of Manhattan and travel into the city by bus and then by train. The glamour of the city quickly faded with the reality of day-to-day living. So I was starting my first career job in New York City and getting married. So this was super exciting until I discovered something about my chosen field. And I will say this, it wasn't exactly like I was thinking, yes, this is what I wanted to do. It was, hey, we have a job for you and this is what it is if you want to take it. And of course, like I said, we were saying I needed a job. So yes, I did take it. So I discovered something about this particular job. I hated it. I was very much a square peg in a round hole. So doing the same things every day just did not fit my personality. I like to be challenged. I like to figure out new things, and accounting did not offer these options to me. So I felt trapped. New York City is a very expensive place to live, and it wasn't an option not to work. And here's the deal. I liked working in the same place as my husband. I cared about the mission and vision of our workplace, but I just hated my job. Have you been there, moms? I think probably we all have it to some degree. So have you ever been in a job where you just felt trapped and couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, or at least the light you saw looked like an oncoming train? The thought of doing this for the rest of my life brought so much dread to my heart. And okay, I know this sounds very dramatic, But I promised to get into the thoughts and feelings. So this is what I was feeling at this moment.